Welcome back. This time we're going to be doing a spoiler review of Avatar: The Way of Water. So let's get started. Like I mentioned in my non-spoiler review, this movie is a great visual adventure. Now, here's the interesting thing I'm going to do a hot take on, or take on it, whatever you want to call it. Now, the story, in retrospect, when I look at Avatar's one story, it wasn't it wasn't the best part of the movie. Again, the visuals were the best part. But after doing a little bit of digging around, the Avatar 1 did have a bunch of deleted scenes that did add more to the movie, especially leading up to the climax that couldn't make it to the final movie. Arguably, the most notable deleted scene from Avatar 1 is this scene between Parker and Quaritch. Parker strongly opposes what Quaritch is doing when launching the final attack against the home tree. And Quaritch responds to Parker is by saying the line, "You're a long way from Earth." Let's talk about Avatar 2's story. Avatar: The Way of Water opens up with a few short clips from the first movie so that you're going to have an idea what's going to be happening in this movie. So the humans are back, which is not a big surprise there. Interestingly, they do portray the story as realistically as possible. This is from my impression when I just saw the movie. So the humans are back. The movie shows us how they set up their bases, if you will. There's more than one involved. Naturally, these bases that the humans set up, it's understandable that they cannot attack each of these bases under construction directly. Unfortunately, the only thing they could do was run away. A year passes, and the Sky People finally get their base of operations going. Supplies, and basically everything else just to maintain existence on Pandora. The story in this movie mainly revolves around Jake and his family. Now, the general from the previous movie is back, and he wants one thing: revenge. They somehow were able to implant his memories onto a clone of the Na'vi. They talk about as if they had this well prepared just in case they would die. So the whole movie, like I said, revolves around Jake and his family, with the general pursuing against them. I think it's done well, in my opinion. Eventually, Jake's children find out that the villain from the first movie is back. It really comes down to a hunt. So Jake is trying to find a way to not let his tribe get involved, and they find these water tribes. And there are some interesting ideas that this movie puts forward, such as able to communicate with sea animals, just like the flying creatures. And the villains do bring in some interesting gadgetry for this movie. Jake and his family learn the ways of the water. That's why the movie was titled. Pretty clever. So the climax. It's all about family once again. A very interesting line. And the showdown was very interesting. The movie did tease that, oh, is there going to be a fight or are they going to run away? They actually do fight. And the general somehow is not dead and is coming back for a sequel. Again, very interesting take on the whole family aspect. And I can only imagine what's going to happen in the sequel. Now, overall, when it comes to the story, I think it is better than the first movie in some ways. I don't know how much Avatar 2 improves on the story compared to Avatar 1, but I definitely had more memorable moments in Avatar 2 compared to Avatar 1. And I am definitely going to be seeing Avatar 3 whenever that will come out. Hopefully it will. There's a lot of promise for the sequels. Anyway, that's my spoiler thoughts on Avatar 2, Avatar: The Way of Water. I want to say once again that there are miniatures and matte paintings involved in this movie. Again, it was done well. If there are some things I missed, feel free to let me know, all right? Thank you so much for watching. Stay safe, and I'll see you next time.